My name is Ms. Rodriguez, and I'm a counselor here at the University of Laverne. Before we begin, I just want to let you know that everything that you say to me is confidential. However, there are some things that I have to report if you do mention them, such as you hurting yourself, you planning to hurt yourself, if somebody else is hurt, if someone has or is currently hurting you, or if you are being neglected. If you mention any of these things, then I have to report them to somebody else that can help me better protect and care for you. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. So what brings you in today?
I think I've just had some things that are reoccurring in my mind a lot, and I'm not sure why it bothers me so much. So I kind of had, I have a relationship with one of my friends, and she kind of became a little bit distant, and it's something that, like I said, it just bothers me a lot. Like, I think about it every single day, and I haven't really done anything about it, and we kind of talked about why we were distant, but I still don't have any closure. So it's just kind of something that eats at me every single day, but for some reason, I guess it's not as important to me to figure out because I don't figure it out, and that's kind of what bothers me. So I'm kind of like all over the place with it.
Okay, so you mentioned that it bothers you and that it's something that you think about every day. Are these thoughts like of sadness? Do you miss this person? What is it that you're feeling?
I think I'm just feeling kind of lost in the whole situation because we've never talked about it. She had mentioned to me that she wanted to talk to me about it, and we're both very busy. We're both in grad school. We both work. So she tried to set something up with me, and then I was like, oh, I have class that day, and she had class another day, and we just got kind of like lost in the mix. So aside from feeling just like lost, I think I do feel sad because we were very close, and that kind of all just went out the door, so to speak. So I think maybe that's what's bothering me, is that it's just, I can't believe that we went through so much together, and now where it's like we barely even talk.
So it is somebody that you want to reconnect with?
Yeah, I would like to reconnect with her. I think I'm also scared to do that, and I don't know how to approach the situation.
Okay, so other than time being a conflict, is there a conflict with like distance between you? How far away from you does she live?
She actually lives pretty close to me.
Okay.
So distance isn't that much.
So it's just kind of like setting up a time when you can meet with her.
Yeah, but I also don't know what's going on her end either, as in terms of how she feels about, reconnecting the relationship. So I think that scares me too. I don't know if I want to put in the effort if she doesn't want to put in the effort.
Have you asked her how she feels?
No, I haven't. I struggle with kind of opening up to her about feelings sometimes, because I don't know, she's very adamant about like mental health and things like that, but I feel like it's always her asking me and me not asking her, so I kind of feel bad about that. I just don't know how to approach it.
Okay.
I'm not that good with feelings, and I'm not good at like crying and all that stuff, so I think that also has something to do with it.
Okay, so by you mentioning like her being adamant about mental health, do you mean like she's open to talking about her feelings, whereas you have struggled a little bit more, or what exactly do you mean?
Yeah, she's just very like always checking in, like not necessarily even with me, but with herself, and so I never know where she's at because she's always on different levels. People struggle with anxiety, depression, things like that. Her mom passed away about a year ago, and that's kind of where this all started, because I didn't know how to handle, her loss, and how to support her, and that's kind of where everything started, how we started to kind of be distant, because I didn't know how to approach the situation. I didn't know how to handle grief and things like that. So ever since then, it's kind of been like continuously just growing more and more distant.
Okay. So you're saying that you kind of wanted to be there for her, but you just didn't know how to be there for her.
Yes.
And that's why you think that there's this distance between you two, because you were exactly there, I guess you could say, when she needed you.
Yeah.
So how do you think that she feels about it?
I think she's a little bit hurt because she probably assumed that like I would be there, and I was. It's just that I don't think I was there in a way that she expected me to be there. And I think that's maybe where the problem lies, is that she doesn't understand that I didn't know how to approach the situation, or I didn't know if I was doing enough. And so maybe she just thought, you know, she doesn't want to deal with me, or she doesn't want to go through this with me. And so that's kind of, I think there's just a misunderstanding there.
Okay, and when was the last time that you talked to her or hung out with her, or spent some time with her?
It was in November for her birthday, actually.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it hasn't been that long,
Yeah.
but was this somebody that you saw like weekly, monthly?
We saw each other probably once a month.
Okay.
We're really close. So
And before November, how about like between the time that her mother passed away and November, did you have a lot of connection with her then?
not too much, just because I didn't want to like overbear her, I guess is the word. Like I didn't want to be too much. I checked in with her and I texted her every now and then just to see how she was doing, but we didn't really like spend time together.
Okay.
So it's kind of all just, everything has just kind of been in my mind, like I need to do this, but I'm scared to do it, and I don't know what to do from there. Like I don't know what the first step should be.
So what is your biggest fear in talking to her again and like reconnecting with her? Is it that you don't know how she feels?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think I'm just afraid of what she's feeling and what she thinks of our relationship now, and whether or not she wants to kind of like rekindle or reconnect.
Okay, and what do you think should be the first step to reconnecting or rekindling with her?
I think I just need to have the courage to, you know, reach out again, because I was the last one to reach out and she didn't text me back, so I think that also has something to do with it. But if it's really bothering me, I probably just need to reach out and try again.
Yeah, it could be that maybe she was busy during that time. I don't know. Sometimes the connection is still there. Just you need to find a way to get her to say like, okay, yeah, we can meet up, and just let her know like, hey, you know, even though you're busy, I'm just thinking about you and I wanted to see you soon, or something like that. That'll might maybe like help her also remember that you have this strong connection between both of you, so that you can reconnect all together.
So I think I need to do that. I need to just get the courage to, you know, talk to her, and I think I'll have the closure and we'll be okay. I just need an answer. So.
Okay, well, we're close to our closing time. Is there anything else that you wanted to talk about for this week?
No, I think I'm okay. I think I just need to handle this for right now, and then I'll be good.
Okay, well, why don't you try to send her a text message or maybe give her a phone call this week? If not, I do suggest maybe writing down your feelings, and that way it can help you express your feelings a little bit more without having to vocalize them. Or after you write them, you can read the paper, and just so that you're comfortable saying your feelings out loud. Okay, and then we can check in back next week to see how that went.
Okay.
Thank you. Have a great
you.
day.
You too.
See you next week.